Hello guys. So in this session we are going to learn Argo rollouts. So let's start. So first of all we need to understand what is rollout, why we use these and why Argo rollouts and so on, right? So let's start the features and all about the Argo rollouts. So let's start. So first of all, we need to understand what is Argo rollouts. Okay, so Argo rollouts is a Kubernetes controller that helps with managing application deployments, particularly focused on progressive delivery, and it adds features on top of regular Kubernetes deployments to provide more control over how new version of your application are rolled out. Okay. Then in in short definition and in short information about Argo rollouts is indeed a powerful tool for managing advanced Kubernetes deployments. Canary and blue-green deployment strategies are essential technique in modern application deployment. Okay, that's the short and important information about Argo rollouts. Okay, then after that, why Argo rollouts? Okay, so the native Kubernetes deployment object supports the rolling update strategy, which provides a basic set of safety guarantees that readiness probes their during and update. Okay. Then however, the rolling update strategy faces many limitations. So which limitations? So here I mentioned the limitations that rolling update strategy faces many limitations. So first limitation is we few control over the speed of the rollout, their inability to control traffic flow to the new version. Then next is readiness probes are unsuitable for deeper stress or one-time checks. Then no ability to query external metrics to verify and update. Then can halt the progression but unable to automatically abort and roll back the update. So that's the limitations. Okay. Then after that, for this reason, in large scale, high volume production environments, a rolling update is often considered too risky of an update produced since it provides no control over the blast radius and may roll out too aggressively and provides no automated rollback upon failures. So that's why we use Argo rollouts. Okay, so here I mentioned the limitations that update strategy faces limitations. Okay, then after that, Argo rollouts as a controllers feature. Okay, so let's see the features of Argo rollouts as a controllers features. First is blue-green update strategy, then canary update strategy, fine-grained weighted traffic shifting, automated rollbacks and promotions, manual judgment, customizable metric queries and analysis of business KPIs, ingress controller integration. That means in Nginx, ALB, Apache APX6. Okay. Then service mesh integration in this Istio, Linkdra, and SMI. Okay. Then simultaneous stages of multiple providers, SMI plus Nginx, then Istio plus ALB, and etc. After that, metric providers integration in this Prometheus, Wavefront, Kanta, Wave, then Kubernetes Job, Datadog, then New Relic, Graphite, InfluxDB. Okay, so that's the metric provider integration. Okay, so that's the controller features of this Argo rollouts. Okay, Argo rollouts as a controller's features. Okay, then next is we are going to learn how does Argo rollouts work. So that's the important, right? We need to understand how does Argo rollouts work. So let's start. So similar to the deployment object, the Argo rollouts controller will manage the creation, scaling, and deletion of replica set. These replica sets are defined by the spec template field inside the rollout sources and which uses the same pod template as a deployment object. Okay. Then, when the spec template is changed, the signal to the Argo rollouts controller that a new replica set will be introduced, and the controller will use the strategy set within the spec strategy field in order to determine how the rollout will progress from the old replica set to the new replica set. So, when that new replica set is scaled up, that means an optimally passed an analysis, then the controller will mark as a stable. Okay. Then if other change occurs in spec template during the transition from a stable replica set to a new replica set, that is, you change the application version in the middle of the rollout, then the previously new replica set will be scaled down and the controller will try to progress the replica set. That reflects the update spec.template field. Okay, so there is more information on the behaviors of each strategy in the spec section. Okay, that's the work. Okay, that's the Argo rollouts work. Okay, so after that here, use case of Argo rollouts. Okay, we need to understand the use cases of Argo rollouts. So user want to run last minute functional test on the new version before it starts to serve production traffic. With the blue-green strategy, Argo rollouts allows user to specify a preview service and active service. The rollout will configure the preview service to send traffic to the new version while the active service continues to the receive production traffic. So once the user is satisfied, they can promote the preview service to be the new active service. Okay. As you can see here, the use case, before a new version start receiving live traffic, a generic sets of steps need to be executed beforehand with the blue-green strategy, and the user can bring up new version without receiving traffic from the active service. Once those steps finish executing, the rollout can cut over traffic to the new version. Then a user want to give a small percentage of the production traffic to a new version of their application for a couple of hours. Okay, that's the example, right? Let's see. A user wants to give a small percentage of the production traffic to a new version of their application for a couple of hours. Afterward, they want to scale down the new version and look at the some metrics to determine if the new version is performed compared to the old version. Then they will decide if they want to roll out the new version for all the production traffic or stick with the current version. With the canary strategy, the rollout can scale up a replica set with the new version to receive a specified percentage of traffic. So wait for a specified amount of time, set the percentage back to 0, and then wait to roll out service all the traffic once the user is satisfied. Okay. Then the next example is a user wants to slowly give the new version more production traffic. They start by giving it small percentage of the live traffic and wait a while before giving the new version more traffic. So eventually the new version will receive all the production traffic, and with the canary strategy the user specify the percentage and they want the new version to receive the amount of time to wait between these percentage. Okay, so that's the use cases we have understand, right? First, second, third, and this fourth example. Okay. After that, after the use cases, here I mentioned the ArgoCD rollouts architecture. So as you can see in this architecture, first of all, ArgoCD, they roll out control, then analysis template, then ingress, then service. Okay. So first of all, let's go to this rollout. So in this rollout, as you can see, first of all, analysis run, canary replica set, canary pod, stable replica state, stable pod, Prometheus, wavefront, chaos, Kubernetes job, web, and so on. Okay, so as you can see, first of all, analysis templates go to the analysis run and go to the Prometheus, and Prometheus go to the canary pod, as you can see, and service 20% to the canary replica set, 80% to the stable replica set. Okay, So as you can see, the simple architecture of rollouts. So as you can see, it's the simple architecture. You can see, right? First of all, you go to the Prometheus and Prometheus go to the Canary pod. So that's the ArgoCD rollouts architecture. Okay. After that, here mention the URL that ArgoCD rollouts controller installation. If you want to install, then you can go to this official site of this Argo rollout controller installation. Okay, as you can see if I open this link, so as you can see, this is the official site of Argo rollouts. You can see the installation controller installation, right? So you can install the Argo rollouts from here. This is the official site of Argo rollouts. Okay, that's it. So in this session, we have learned Argo rollouts. So in Argo rollouts, first of all, we have learned what is Argo rollouts in simple language. After that, we have learned why Argo rollouts. Okay. Then after that, we have learned Argo rollouts as a controller's features. Okay. Then after that, we have learned how how does Argo rollouts works. Okay. Then after that, we have learned use cases of Argo rollouts with examples. Okay. And then in last, we have learned Argo rollouts architecture. And after that, we have see this official site of Argo rollouts. So you can install from here. Okay, so that's it. So in this session, we have learned Argo rollouts. So thank you for watching and I hope you understand.